Greetings. Today I want to share with you how to get super rich. And it is so simple that most people would not believe that it is so easy to get rich. And this key is hidden in the Bible, and many people would have put it in books, but many fail to understand what they have been really trying to convey to humanity, because most people interpret the Bible as literal and as secular history. But I'm saying to you that the Bible is a book of mind science, and it must and should always be interpreted psychologically. It must be understood metaphysically and esoterically. That is why you must learn about how the mind works, and why it says to you in the Bible that you must not be conformed to the system. You must not be conformed to the things you came here and meet in this world. But you must be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So, if you want to be super rich, it is a shift that you are seeking in your life. It is a transformation you're seeking in your life. So, if you're seeking for that transformation, there are things that you have to do, and everything has a price to it. So the price that you have to pay is that you must be willing to be transformed by the renewing of your mind, which means that we are living in a mental universe, that everything is mental, everything is psychological. For example, everything that we depend upon here through science and technology, it was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined. And that is why, if you understand the law of mentalism, you will understand that everything is within and that everything is mental. So, poverty and riches, it all have to do with one's mentality. It doesn't have anything to do with which country you are living in. There's no such a thing, really and truly, I should say, concerning first world country and second world country and third world country. It's just that people have third class mentality and second class mentality when they're supposed to have first class mentality, by understanding that their real identity is actually theirs. Their real identity is actually their divinity. And that is why each and every one must be looking inwardly instead of looking outwardly, because it is our own thought that is creating our reality and creating our personality. That's why the Bible tells you that as a man thinketh in his heart, his subconscious mind, so is he. But what I would do, I would introduce you to 3 books that you can definitely read that would help you. Okay, and as the night is drawing close, and living in the tropics, living in the Caribbean, you're gonna hear the noise of the insects on the outside. So I'm trying to raise this one down, okay? But first of all, I would recommend that you read this book by Neville Goddard. It's called The Power of Awareness. The Power of Awareness. I definitely encourage you to read this book. Also, I would encourage you to read this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This will help you a lot to understand really how the mind works and how you can really attract riches by thinking a certain way, okay? Also, I would recommend The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, okay? So there's a science of how you should get rich. And to be honest with you, I would have read some of this book, and it's very important that you have someone to really break down and explain what this man is saying in this book for you. Also, the same goes to Think and Grow Rich and The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. Also, you can add to that the Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. That's another good book you can add to those other 3 books that I would have mentioned. Those would definitely help you to get and teach you how to get super rich. But the key that I'm trying to get across to you is that it's all about the mind. And those of you who are familiar with the work of Neville Goddard, that's what he's really been teaching down through the years before he passed on. And that was what Abdullah really taught Neville, that it's all about the mind, and that the central character of the Bible is man's imagination. And so those books that I would have mentioned, they're teaching you how to really use your imagination to create your ideal world. But the choice is yours. You can either find time to read, and time to meditate and visualize, and time to grow, time to expand, time to be in isolation. You can either find time for those things, you can allow yourself to get caught up in the rat race and go chasing after money instead of chasing after wisdom. And wisdom is when you acquire knowledge and you put it to work. So knowledge is not power unless it's been applied. So my brother, my sister, I can go on and on and on and on. But the main thing I want to get across to you is that riches is mental, and poverty and mediocrity is also mental. All is mind. You see, some people could be so brainwashed that they could only believe when they see something. But unless you learn to live by faith, no justice or real justice would ever take place in your life. That is why every person in this world who have ever amassed any amount of wealth, they had faith and imagination. They had to trust the invisible world. They had to trust the unseen. And all of those millionaires and multimillionaires and billionaires, they knew and they would have believed that they were a millionaire before they were a millionaire. They would have believed that they were a multimillionaire before they were a multimillionaire. They would have believed that they were a billionaire before they were even a billionaire. What am I saying? You have to affirm your life the way you want it to be, even though you haven't seen it, because you know that whatever you can believe and conceive, you can definitely receive. So when you are armed with the knowledge of self, and you realize that your spirit having a human experience, it means all things are possible to you. That's how easy it is. Look at nature, and you see nature always reflect abundance and prosperity. So it's simply saying that you have to get in alignment with nature. And when you get in alignment with nature, it means you will be at peace with yourself. That is why you must take control of your mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12. And I think the same Romans in chapter 4 verse 17, it says that you're going to call forth those things that be not as though they are. Because why? You are a spirit having a human experience. But most of all, you are God in flesh. Those are the three magic words. Your magical being. Accept your magical self, and remember that your word is your wand. So my brother, my sisters, grab hold of the power that is within you and use it to achieve your every desire, because the kingdom of God is within you, according to Matthew 6:33. And when you discover that kingdom that is within you, you discover the secret of creation. And it says that all these things that you so desire in this world, they will be added on to you. I've just given you the key. It's so simple. So, with that being said, my brother, my sisters, let me just say here, if you start to affirm that which you want to become, there are people who will laugh at you, but 5 years from now, those same people will be working for you. And the way how the world is going right now, and we're living in a digital and information age, what would have taken you 10 years, you can accomplish it now in, like, say, 3 years. So they will laugh at you for at least 3 years. Okay? Because some people can only believe in what they see. Okay? So my brother, my sisters, read between the lines what I'm saying to you. Work on yourself. Okay, so let me come to a close and let me say, if this is the very first time that you listen to me and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you and it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you'd like to have a one-on-one with me, you're most welcome. Just reach out to me. I share with you the terms and conditions, and once those terms and conditions suit you, we can definitely work together and have a great time together. We can actually go deeper down the rabbit hole and explore more deeply on these things. Also, I'll definitely encourage you to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at Black Mad Guru, and you can also follow me on rumble.com at the same Black Mad Guru. Also, before I leave you, I just want to remind you that I have a $20 course. It's on my page, and it's called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course and self-concept, and it's all available to you once you feel strongly led to donate $20 or more. It's all for the taking. Also, if you are interested, I think I would have said you can have one-on-one with me, okay? But if I didn't, I'm giving you that invitation to have one-on-one with me. I think I would have said it before. But let me say, if you feel strongly led to support this work, I just want to remind you that we have a PayPal and that the link is always down below. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I just want to say peace, love you all, out.